Good morning, students. Today we are going to talk about the chemical bondings, and we are going to differentiate the how many types of bondings in your syllabus. And on the behalf of this bonding, we are find out the nature of the given compounds. Okay. So what is a chemical bonding? It is a sharing of electron in between two atoms. Okay. So it is a kind, or we say it is a kind of force applying in between the positive and negative charge charge to hold each other properly. And that forces is known as the chemical bonding. It is an imaginary force. We are not able to see the bondings, but we are just facing or we are just sensing the applying force in the or applied force in between two atoms. So that force is applying in between opposite charge species or same charge species. You know what we taught you, the always the sharing is take place in between the non-metal, but the bonding is not take place in metal and metal. But what happened, guys, it is an exceptional case when we are going in your senior classes, then you are just looking there about the sharing in between metal is metal also. But here we are talking about the non-metal and non-metal. So here that is a chemical bonding. The chemical bondings we are going to define. It is the sharing of electrons in between two opposite charge species as well as the two same charge species like non-metal and non-metal. And due to this sharing, they are applying a intermolecular force in between two atoms, and this intermolecular force is helping to hold two atoms close to each other. That is known as your chemical bonding. So on the behalf of the sharing of electrons, the chemical bondings is divided into two parts. The first one, the different types of bonding is here, but we are going to teach you about the only two kind of the bondings. The first bonding is known as the ionic bondings. Okay, that is ionic bonds. And the next one is known as the covalent bond. So that is the ionic bonds and that is a covalent bond. So the both type of compounds are different, then we are going to differentiate in between them, but before this I am showing you how does it form. The ionic bond is formed by unequal sharing of electrons, okay, and covalent bond is formed by mutual or equal sharing of electrons. So that is the first point. Okay, the ionic bond is always formed by the unequal sharing of electron. What is the meaning of the unequal? In this bonds or in this compound, one atom donating electron and other one accepting electron. So such type of sharing is known as the unequal sharing. See the example. Suppose I am talking about the compounds, that is MgCl2. Okay, the magnesiums having how many electrons in their outermost shells? 2 electron. And chlorine having how many electrons in their outermost shells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electron. And another chlorine also having how many electrons in their outermost shells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electron. This magnesiums have tendency to donate its 1 electron to this chlorine. And this magnesium is also having tendency to donate 1 electron to this chlorine. After donating 2 electron, the magnesium completing its octet. Magnesium अपना octet complete कर लेगा donate करने के बाद. And chlorine only have tendency to take electron. The chlorine is not sharing their electron; it's only accepting electron. So when the chlorine accepting electrons, so that is magnesium. So the magnesium has donated its electron to chlorine. To that chlorine also, chlorine accepting electron, so it carrying a negative charge, when magnesium donating, it carrying a positive charge. So such type of bond is established in between a metal and non-metal. Magnesium is metal and chlorine is non-metal. Such type of bond is known as the ionic bond, and such type of force is known as the ionic force, is applying in between metal and non-metal nucleus. So due to this force, the magnesium is tightly hold to this chlorine atom on towards, and chlorine is also capable to hold the magnesiums with the help of that force. Okay, so that kind of sharing is known as the unequal sharing, in which the one element totally donating its electron and another element totally accepting its electron. No mutual sharing, no equal sharing, unequal sharing. See what happened in case of the covalent compound. The covalent compound is also showing you the similar kind of properties. In case of the covalent compounds, here the mutual sharing is take place. Mutual means equal amount of sharing. Just giving you example of the equal amount of sharing, like your carbon dioxide, CO2. Okay, you know the how many valence electron in the outermost shell of carbon? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, how many oxygens available? 2 oxygens. 1 oxygens and 2 oxygens. How many electron in the outermost shells of oxygens? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many electron here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, the oxygens have 6 electrons in their outermost shells. The carbons, it's taking 2 electrons from carbon for completing its octet. So its octet is complete. The same as well as these oxygens having a 6 electron in their outermost shells, it's taking also a 2 extra electron from carbon and completing its octet. But at the same time, carbon is also have its 4 electron. They required more 4 electrons, so it's also taking 2 electron from here. And inside the circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that sharing in which carbon is also donating and oxygen is also donating, they both are donating to each other. That sharing is known as the mutual or equal sharing. And such type of bond is formed. See, the 2 electron responsible formation of single bond. That bond is also single bond. How many bonds? Double bonds and double bonds. Due to the mutual sharing, the equal sharing is not take place. यहाँ पे ना इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर गए ना इधर गए, कहाँ रहे? बीच में. So that's why they are not getting any charge. यहाँ पे कोई भी charge नहीं होता. So the covalent compounds not giving any positive or negative charge. So those compounds having positive or negative charge, such species is known as the polar compound. इसको आप क्या कहेंगे? Polar. Polar means here magnesium having a positive charge and chlorine having a negative charge. So such species in which positive and negative charge available in a same compound is known as the polar compound, and such bond is known as the polar bond, or such bond is known as the ionic bond. But what happened in case of this covalent compound? The covalent compounds are those compounds in which the mutual sharing of electron take place. Due to this mutual sharing, they are not carrying any positive or negative charge. Such compound is known as the non-polar compounds. Non-polar compounds. Or such bond also known as the non-polar bond, and such bond compound also known as the covalent bond. So if we are talking about, if we are saying ionic bond or polar bond, thing is same. अब आप इस कंपाउंड को आयनिक कहिए या पोलर कहिए, दोनों एक ही हैं. If you are saying the covalent as well as the non-polar, they are also same. So these are the second difference in between the ionic bond and the covalent bond. See guys, the next difference. Then we are talking about and differentiating on the behalf of its solubility. What is the meaning of the solubility? Solubility means the which compound easily dissolve in water. कौन से ऐसे compounds हैं? If you are talking about the covalent or ionic, which one is easily dissolved in water? So, on the behalf of this solubility, this is ionic compound, this side ionic bonds, and this one is covalent. So, what happened in case of next difference is on the behalf of its solubility. You know solubility in water. Generally, water is also a polar compound. Polar means they have also having a negative as well as the positive charge. So the polar compound is only capable to dissolve the polar compound. Why? See, this is water. HOH. H having positive charge and O having negative charge. And if you are taking MgCl2, अभी जो आपने MgCl2 बनाया था, that is MgCl minus, Mg plus, Cl minus. So when you are going to dissolve this magnesium inside the water, the negative part of water attract to the positive part of magnesium chloride. Here positive part is able to attract the negative part of this chlorine, so it forming an extra bonding. This bonding is known as the hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. And due to this formation of the attraction and hydrogen bonding, the magnesium chloride easily dissolve in water. It means the same type of solvent dissolve the same type of compounds. Here magnesium is also a polar, water is also a polar, so polar easily dissolve with each other and they form an extra bond. This is known as a hydrogen bonding. So that's why these ionic compound are easily dissolved in water. आप नमक लीजिए, नमक को पानी में dissolve करिए, तो नमक क्या होता है polar और water भी क्या है polar. So that's why the salt easily dissolve in water. But if you are talking about the covalent compounds, okay, in covalent compounds when we are going to dissolve covalent compound in water, अब covalent compound को water में dissolve करते हैं. Here we are taking carbon dioxide, O, and then we are taking water. Water is HOH. It's have positive, it's have negative, and it's have positive. But here the water having a positive as well as the negative charge. Okay, but carbon dioxide do not carry any positive and negative charge. So here the attraction is not available. Here attraction is not available. Why attraction is not available? Due to lack of positive and negative charge in covalent compounds. So if they don't have any positive and negative charge, so they are not able to attract toward this water. That's why such type of compound not capable to dissolve in water. तो इसीलिए जो covalent compounds होते हैं वो water में dissolve नहीं होते because they do not carry any charge. So these type of compound is known as the non-polar, and these type of compound is known as the polar. So it is truth, non-polar compound every time cannot be dissolved in polar compound. कभी भी non-polar polar में dissolve नहीं होता. हमेशा क्या होगा, polar compound ही क्या होगा आपका polar में dissolve होगा. तो अगर आप इसको non-polar लेना है तो solvent भी क्या लेना पड़ेगा, non-polar. So polar can be dissolved with each other. Non-polar is also able to dissolve with each other, but polar non-polar cannot be dissolved with each other. So that is another difference on the behalf of the solubility in water. Solubility in water. Okay, so that's why the ionic compound easily dissolve in water, because the nature of the ionic compound is polar and nature of water is also polar, and polar able to attract with each other and they applying a opposite charge attraction. But what happens in case of the covalent compounds? The covalent compounds are non-polar and water is a polar. So the non-polar compound cannot be attracted to the polar compound because non-polar compound they don't have any charge. So how they are applying a force? So that's why the non-polar compounds cannot be dissolved in the polar compound. That is another difference on the behalf of the solubility in water. So every non-polar compounds cannot be dissolved in water. See the next one. The another one is the conduct electricity. Conduct electricity. The which compounds are easily conduct electricity. So electricity is conducted by when the compounds are conducting electricity when they dissolve in water. So when they dissolve in water and produce ions, due to the formations of the ions, they are capable to conduct the electricity. And if those who are not able to dissolve in water and they do not able to produce ions, so they are not able to conduct electricity. So same we are going here. Here we are talking the another difference on the behalf of the electricity, conducting electricity. So the which compounds are, the ionic compounds are good conductor of electricity. They are good conductor of electricity in water, but they are bad conductor of electricity. So see guys, why they are good conductor of electricity? We told you when we are going to dissolve the MgCl, suppose we are taking another compound NaCl. When NaCl dissolved in water, water is a polar, positive, negative. NaCl is also polar. So the polar compound easily dissociate this NaCl into two forms, Na plus plus Cl minus. So it gives you a ions. जब भी आप ionic compounds को water में dissolve करेंगे, they producing a ions, and due to the formations of this ions, they are able to conduct the electricity, because in solid state we are talking about free electron. If the wire and any conductor have free electron, at that time they are good conductor of electricity. If you are talking about the solution or a liquid solution, so in liquid solutions the ions are necessary. If the liquid solution carrying an ion, so at that time this solution is a kind of good conductor, like a distilled water and tap water. Which water is easily conduct electricity? Tap water, because tap water containing lots of minerals ion. But in case of the boiled or distilled water, when we start distill or boil it, all the ions remove from the solution. So at that time this water is not capable to contain any ions. If the ions is absent, at that time that water is a bad conductor of electricity. Same as well as in case of the bad conductor means here the carbon dioxide is here, and when we need to try to dissolve this water, they are not able to dissolve in water, because water is a polar compound and carbon dioxide is a non-polar compound. So the non-polar compound cannot be dissolved in water. अगर वो water में dissolve होगा ही नहीं तो वो ion भी produce नहीं करेगा. If they do not produce ions, so they are bad conductor of electricity. So we are talking about here conductivity on the behalf of ions. So if the ionic compound easily dissolve in waters and they produce the good ions, so at that time they are a good conductor of electricity. But covalent compounds cannot be dissolved in water and they are not able to conduct the electricity. That is another difference. And then we are talking about its melting and boiling point. You know that is another difference, melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point means the temperature when a compound start converting into liquid phase to a vapor phase, that is known as its boiling point. So guys, when we are dissolving this compound inside the water, like NaCl, Na positive, Cl negative and Na positive. So this negative is attract toward this positive and this positive attract toward the negative. Already इनके अपने कितने बॉन्ड थे? 1, 2, 3. बट वाटर में डिसॉल्व करने के बाद आयनिक कंपाउंड ने एक्स्ट्रा बॉन्ड बना लिए. तो अब टोटल बॉन्ड कितने हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. पहले 3 बॉन्ड को तोड़ने के लिए सपोज 30 किलो जूल एनर्जी चाहिए. अब 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 को तोड़ने के लिए कितनी चाहिए? 50 किलो जूल. So at that time when they form an extra bond, their temperature is increasing, and when the temperature is increasing, their melting point also increasing. Why? Because the ionic compound form an extra bond with water. That's why their melting point is, so their boiling point is increasing. But यहाँ तो किसी तरह का attractions है ही नहीं. There is no force of attractions in with water. यहाँ पे कोई attraction possible नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि here the covalent compound is a contain no charge. So if they do not contain no charge, so there are no force of attraction in between the water and covalent compound. अगर कोई extra force, कोई extra bond बनेगा ही नहीं, तो उसका melting boiling point भी increase नहीं होगा. So their melting and boiling point both are very low, and their melting and boiling points are very high. Okay. Why it is high? Because they form an extra bond when they dissolve in water, but the covalent compound is not able to form an extra bond when they dissolve in water. So that's why such compounds and their boiling and melting points are very low. That is another difference. So these are difference in which we are going to differentiate in between ionic compound and ionic bond and covalent bond, or we say ionic compound as well as the covalent compounds. But when you are going studying about in your carbon chapter, तो मैं आपको फिर से covalent compound का classifications पढ़ाऊंगा. Because covalent compound is further divided into two types of covalent bond divided into two type of bonds: polar covalent bond and non-polar covalent bond. See, I am giving you few examples, and you are identify the which compound is ionic and covalent compounds. The example is CCl4. So it is a covalent or ionic. Okay. That is CCl4, its name is carbon. How many chlorine is there? 4. So its name is carbon tetrachloride. So guys, CCl4, the carbon have atomic number 6, its electronic configuration is 2, 4, and the chlorine atomic number 7 and its electronic configuration 2, 8 and 7. So we are going to draw its electron dot diagram. The carbon have 4 electrons in their outermost shell. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many chlorine is there? 4 chlorine. So here we are drawing 4 chlorine, that is 1 chlorine. Chlorine have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electron in their outermost shells. Okay. So here we are going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The another one is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another chlorine is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This chlorine required 1 electron from this carbon, so its octet is complete. This chlorine is taking 1 electron from this carbon, its octet is also complete. This chlorine is also taking 1 electron from this carbon, its octet is complete. This chlorine is also taking 1 electron from this carbon, its octet also complete. But carbon is also need 4 more electron because यहाँ पे carbon के already 4 electrons हैं, इसको octet complete करने के लिए 4 electron चाहिए. So carbon taking 1 electron from chlorine, 1 electron from chlorine, 1 electron from chlorine, the 1 electron from this chlorine. So see, which type of sharing? Unequal or equal? It is equal sharing. क्योंकि कार्बन ने अगर इसको 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया तो क्लोरीन ने भी इससे 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लिया है. If the carbon donating 1 electron to this chlorine, the chlorine also taken 1 electron from this carbon. The same thing is also happen here. So it is a kind of this, which type of sharing? Mutual sharing. See, here 2 electron sharing is take place. So how many bond? Single bond. Here is also single bond. Here is also 2 electron is there, there is single bond. And here is also single bond. And due to the equal sharing, they do not carry any charge. इस पे कोई भी चार्ज नहीं होगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहाँ रहेंगे? बॉन्ड के मिड में. अगर इधर या इधर शिफ्ट होते तो फिर चार्ज कैरी होता, बट बॉन्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑलवेज रिमेन इन बिटवीन देम. सो इट इज विच टाइप ऑफ कंपाउंड? कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड. कैसा कंपाउंड है आपका? कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड्स में कंसीडर किया जाता है. सो दैट इज एग्जांपल ऑफ द कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड. द सेम एज नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल. The next example is the next example is carbon compound. The carbon compounds. Suppose we are taking some another example of the metals. In case of the metals, generally we are using CaF2, calcium difluoride. Here the atomic number of calciums is 20, and its electronic configuration is 2882. And you know when the bond is formed in between the metal and non-metal, तो यहाँ पे कैल्शियम क्या है? मेटल. और फ्लोरीन क्या है? नॉन-मेटल. तो ऑब्वियसली ये बॉन्ड कौन सा होगा? आयनिक. अभी जो CCl4 बनाया था उसमें कार्बन क्या था? नॉन-मेटल. और क्लोरीन भी क्या था? नॉन-मेटल. तो नॉन-मेटल का बॉन्ड क्या था? कोवेलेंट. ऐसे भी आप आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. The second one is fluorine. This is 2, 8 and 2 and 7. So we are going to draw its electron dot diagrams. There is a calcium. How many electrons in their outermost shells? 1 and 2 electron. And then we are taking fluorine. How many electrons in the outermost shells? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here fluorine is taking 1 electron to complete its octet. That fluorine is also taking 1 electron to complete its octet. Okay. But calcium is not taking any electron from fluorine because after donating 2 electron, its octet is complete. तो इसको हम कैसे शो करेंगे? The calcium is donated 1 electron to fluorine. All electrons are moving toward this fluorine, this fluorine, this fluorine. So fluorine is carrying a negative charge, and here calcium donating its electron, so it's carrying a positive charge. So that species carrying a positive or negative charge, so it means such type of bond is known as the, or compound is known as the ionic compounds. तो यहाँ पे जो bonds बना, ionic bond बना, और कैसा compound बना? Ionic compounds बना. So these are such type of compound is known as the ionic compound, and it is a which type of sharing? Equal or unequal? It is a unequal sharing because here calcium already donated its whole electron. The calcium is not accepting any electron and only donated its electron, and fluorine is not donating its electron, only accepting electron from this calcium. So such type of compound is known as the ionic compounds. And the next example is I am showing you. The next compound is SiCl4. silicon tetrachloride. What is silica? Is a non-metal, and chlorine is a non-metal. And when the bond is formed in between the non-metal, that bond is a covalent bond. आपने पहले आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया, चलो कोई बात नहीं, इसको ड्रॉ करते हैं. Silica is the 14, is 2, 8 and 4, and chlorine is 17, 2, 8 and 7. So silica we are going to draw here silica, that is silica. Silica having a 4 electron in their outermost shells, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And how many chlorines are here? 4 chlorines attached with one silica. So we are going to drawing chlorine 1, 2, 3 and 4. And chlorine having how many electrons in their outermost shells, guys? 7 electrons. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the chlorine need one electron from this silica. So this chlorine is taking 1 electron from this silica. That chlorine also taking 1 electron from this silica. That chlorine is also taking 1 electron and completing its octet. And that chlorine is also taking 1 electron from this silica. But guys, silica is also required 4 electron for completing its octet. तो यहाँ पे सिलिका भी क्या करेगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को गेन करेगा. कैसे देखते हैं. It's taking already have 4 electrons, so it's taking 1 electron from here, 5, from here 6, from here 7, from here 8. So it's taking 1 electron from each chlorine atom. So its octet is also complete. See inside this circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons are here. So it is a mutual sharing. So here the silica form a single bond. 2 electrons means single bonds. Here also single bond, and here also single bond, and here also single bond. Due to this mutual sharing, the electron always remain in mid of the bonds. ये electron कहाँ रहते हैं? Bonds के mid में. तो mutual sharing है, so these compound do not carry any charge. So such type of bonding is known as the covalent bonding, and such type of compound is known as the covalent compound. So by this is known as an electron dot structure, that is known as a bonding structure. When you in your examination the such type of questions are coming, the covalent and ionic bonds, so at that time you are giving first of all its electronic configuration, then you are drawing its electron dot structure, then you are just drawing its bonding structure. This is a way to define the properties of the compound, it is ionic or a covalent. So guys, you just solve the other question is also I am giving you assignment in which you are going to find out and drawing its electron dot diagrams and identify their character. Okay.